In June 2023, what began as a deep-sea exploration mission became one of the most tragic maritime disasters of our time. A small submersible named Titan vanished while descending to the wreck of the RMS Titanic. What followed was a frantic global search, intense media attention, and ultimately, a heartbreaking discovery. This is the full story of the Titan submersible disaster mission fueled by curiosity, innovation, and ambition, but which ended in the face of the unforgiving power of the deep ocean. Let's start with the vessel itself. What was the Titan? The Titan was a privately operated submersible built and run by OceanGate Expeditions, an American company specializing in deep-sea exploration and tourism. Unlike a traditional submarine, the Titan was designed to carry 5 people, a pilot, and for passengers or mission specialists to extreme depths. Its main goal was to ferry researchers, scientists, and paying customers to the final resting place of the Titanic, which lies about 3,800 meters or 12,500 feet below the Atlantic surface. The Titan was unique in many ways. It was built with a revolutionary hull made of carbon fiber and titanium. It was famously controlled, in part, by a video game controller. And instead of launching from a dock, it was deployed from a support ship on the open sea. This innovative approach aimed to make deep-sea exploration more accessible, but it also came with questions and risks that would soon become tragically clear. On June 18, 2023, the Titan began its descent from its support vessel, the Polar Prince. On board were 5 individuals. Stockton Rush, the CEO of OceanGate, was piloting the submersible. With him were Hamish Harding, a British explorer and businessman; Paul Henry Nargeolet, a world-renowned Titanic expert and deep-sea diver; and Shahzada Dawood, a prominent Pakistani businessman, along with his 19-year-old son, Sulman. Their mission was simple but incredibly daring: to witness the legendary Titanic wreck up close and document its current state. However, about 1 hour and 45 minutes into the dive, communication with the Titan was suddenly lost. The moment contact was lost, alarm bells rang across the globe. An enormous search and rescue mission was launched, involving multiple countries including the United States, Canada, France, and the United Kingdom. A fleet of ships, aircraft, and advanced remotely operated vehicles, or ROVs, were deployed to the search area. The world watched with bated breath as officials raced against a terrifying deadline. The Titan had a limited supply of oxygen, estimated to be around 96 hours. Every hour was critical. The media frenzy intensified when mysterious knocking sounds were detected underwater, giving families and the public a fragile, fleeting sense of hope that the crew might still be alive. To truly understand what might have happened to the Titan, we need to understand the environment it was in. The deep ocean is one of the most hostile places on Earth. At the depth of the Titanic wreck, the water pressure is immense, over 400 times greater than the atmospheric pressure we experience at sea level. Imagine hundreds of tons of force pressing down on every square foot of the submersible's hull. Even the smallest structural flaw, a tiny crack or weakness, could lead to an instantaneous, catastrophic failure. Unlike a mechanical breakdown where there might be time to react, a pressure-related failure happens in milliseconds. Days into the search, the worst fears were realized. A debris field was discovered on the ocean floor, just a short distance from the bow of the Titanic. After analyzing the wreckage, experts concluded that the Titan had suffered a catastrophic implosion. An implosion is the opposite of an explosion. It's when a vessel's structure is overwhelmed by extreme external pressure, causing it to collapse inward on itself with incredible force. Experts believe the event would have been instantaneous, happening in less than a fraction of a second. The crew would not have had time to realize what was happening. The innovative carbon fiber hull, which was lighter and less expensive than traditional all-titanium hulls, had long been a point of concern for some engineers. They worried about how the material would hold up under the repeated stress cycles of multiple deep-sea dives. In the aftermath of the tragedy, it was revealed that warnings about the Titan's safety had been raised years earlier. Several industry experts and even a former OceanGate employee had voiced serious concerns about the Submersible's experimental design and the company's decision to bypass traditional safety certifications. OceanGate had argued that existing regulations were outdated and stifled innovation. They chose to forge their own path, a decision that has now become one of the most debated aspects of this disaster. The incident ignited a fierce global conversation about the balance between pushing boundaries and ensuring safety. The human cost of this disaster was immense. The loss of 5 lives: a visionary CEO, a seasoned explorer, a legendary diver, a devoted father, and his young son whose future was just beginning, sent shockwaves through their families, their communities, and the entire world of exploration. The tragedy sparked urgent discussions about ethical responsibility, risk awareness in adventure tourism, and the regulations governing private deep-sea missions. Governments and marine organizations are now re-evaluating safety standards to prevent such an incident from ever happening again. The story of the Titan serves as a powerful and somber reminder. While human curiosity is the engine of progress, nature ultimately sets the rules. The deep ocean remains one of the most formidable and unforgiving environments on our planet. As we continue to push the boundaries of exploration, we must balance ambition with caution and innovation with an unwavering respect for safety. The legacy of the Titan will forever be a lesson etched in the depths, a testament that our greatest technological achievement must always honor the immense and humbling power of the natural world. Thank you for watching. If you found this story informative, please consider subscribing for more deep dives into the events that shape our world.